Hello and welcome back to Rogue Trader. We have an issue to deal with on Dragonus, and I don't know if I should know that, but it said... Oh, thanks. It said word bearers. That's an issue. And I just remembered that Abelard had a thing here. And he hasn't been leveled up since level 26. So I should probably do that. What are you even? You're a vanguard. What does a vanguard do? Guard? Yeah, checks out. Cannot die until the start of the next turn. It's damage. Yeah, okay, that sounds pretty good. Plus fellowship bonus. Momentum. How about we do that first? We'll get another chance to add something else. You can get... Sure. I guess maybe. Okay. That seems pretty good, actually. What are you good at? You're good at athletics. Can you be good at... Sure, let's go for Carouse. Should we give you... Let's just get agility up 1 so you end up with a better bonus. You can get... Healing Beacon Parry. That's okay. That's fine, I suppose. Nah. Let's do this. Actually, I have one that is defense. This is a defense sort of build. Yeah, okay, let's grab that now. Let's get strength, I suppose. Or the Carouse. We get... Alright, that is the navy thing, right? That's pretty good. Sure. And then we get this one, I think. Apply that. We get... Should we go get something defensive? Yeah, okay, that synergizes. That's okay. Let's go for that. Then we get... let's get Carouse. I don't know when that ever comes into play, if ever, but why not, you know? I can get one of these. Sure, why not? He has an archetype that no one else has. Let's get your toughness up one. Let's get... I don't know. Can I give you power? You have power armor proficiency. And I still haven't gotten any power armor for people. Only for space wolves. How about... Yeah, sure, why not? Just getting more hit points. Dash is thrown. Sure, why not? Why not? And Carouse. Okay. And then we have a look at your stuff. Do you want a big hammer? Maybe. I want to put that on my ship. But 20% critical chance though. I don't know. Well, one thing at a time. Let's consider armor. Let me get that in type. You can put on heavy armor if you wish. What is my best heavy armor? Is it this? No. I don't think so. Purpose. Honestly, that thing you're wearing is pretty good. Let me just scan around, see if there's anything with a higher... Oh, that's high. Oh, that's really high, actually. Let's throw that on to start with. 30, 40, 60. Heavy Xeno mesh. This is strictly worse. 60 and plus 5 wounds. Is that worth it? What's it look like? Do we want to go fashion? That's an interesting look, if nothing else. 50, 55. More fellowship is not something you're overly concerned with. 53. 38, 45, 55. Okay, where did the Eldari equipment? Didn't I have here? Is plus 5 wounds against melee? Nah. You're gonna have to wear this even though it looks kinda funky. What are we doing for close range? I kinda want something two-handed. Can I search for two? No, I can't. Okay. Immediately better. What else do I have? Normal swords. You don't have a psi rating. Heavy greatsword is not as good. Normal greatsword. We have 1 damage per character in the party. Okay. That's not bad as a one-handed secondary thing. Can you use a multi-melta? Do you have heavy weapon proficiency? You're not a very good marksman though. Let's see, we got power claymore, we got power axe, noble sword. Did I want to put this on actually? Let's do that to start with. That's pretty nice. Serrated greatsword. Got some hammers. Toxic knife, triumph of faith. Now this might merit consideration. We got a shove. Compared to the greatsword though. Got a Morse pattern chain axe. I think I managed to find like the best option immediately for this character specifically. Who can use that? You can. Can you use a Stormbolter? No. Okay, and we also want to give you a pistol. Oh, you have... Oh, he's not heretical. That's it. A pistol. And you have the foe hammer, which isn't that good. Unremarkable and weak. Hotshot last pistol is kind of nice for the armor penetration and dodge reduction. Got an auto pistol, we got last pistols. Two-handed. Orthlock Mark IV. Huh. Precise last pistol. I don't know. Shotgun, sharpshooter rifle. Stub revolver. Let me go grab that hotshot last pistol actually. This one. Slightly less damage, but more armor penetration, so I think it's a good idea. This looks very much like the loadout I would have on like an officer character in, well, 40k. What else do we want? What is this? More armor penetration, more damage. Press the advantage. Nah. No. Nah. Oh, can you? Nice. Medicaid. Carouse is fun, but nah. Run and gun is not something you do, I don't think. Psi rating. Imperial scroll. I don't really use combat simulants a whole lot. Reload. Priority target is something I want to be. Momentum is kind of nice. Okay, that can't be equipped at all. Lorsino, psychic stuff. Okay, so do I want to replace this with... what was it? I lost sight of it, so I might as well not bother. What do you have on your feet? That's not great. Dodge. Huh. Curious. It's like a risky thing. Dodge bonus. Ah. That's something, I suppose. More toughness. I don't know what collision damage is, but sure, let's do that. Inflicts bleeding on themselves? Nah. Single attack. So what do we have on our gloves? Unconscious. I don't want that. I mean, that's neat. Attack opportunity. Parry melee attacks with a ranged weapon. Rate of fire. Critical hit chance. Medicaid. Tech use. Nah. And what are you wearing on your head? You're wearing a helmet that is actually good for you. And I think I'm gonna have you keep actually having the helmet visible as well. And let's just get you the good grenades. Okay. Fucking sorry about that, but now we can head to down on Dargonus. Let's leave Jai behind this time and grab Argenta again. That seems good enough for me. It's been a while since I was back at my palace. Oh, is that what deflection does? Okay. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand aside. No need to crowd around. Governor Driveston will take care of everything. This is ridiculous. Such a thing happening right in the Rogue Trader's palace. What has happened? You're confronted by the sight of dead bodies at the entrance of the palace. The corpses have been hauled into a pile. Some are dressed in the uniforms of palace wardens, while others are arrayed in the clothing typical of Dargonus nobility. Upon seeing you, the young enforcer stands at attention and swallows noisily. His voice trembles as he says, Your ladyship, we are honored by your presence. And examine the assailants. The bodies of the assailants are studded with many augmetics, but upon closer inspection you realize that they are not merely implants. Their construction makes it clear that the deceased were not humans, but in fact rare high-functioning servitors. Huh. Abelard frowns. As far as I know, House Gaprak has received such servitors from the Crimson Priesthood as gifts in the past, although this is my first time seeing one myself. What is this mess? You see, your ladyship, those people wanted to attack... Second Lieutenant of the Palace Guard, Elam Waite reporting. Shortly before you arrived, we averted an assassination attempt on the rogue trader. The palace soldiers detected intruders and engaged them in combat. Where is the Court Chancellor, Clemencia Veserian? I think she is with the rest of House Veserian, detained in the throne room, that is. Governor Drivestem has gathered all of Dargoner's nobility there to pronounce a guilty verdict against House Veserian. Why is the governor not here to greet the rogue trader? I do not know, your ladyship. Perhaps he is... The guard throws a fearful gaze at Abelard. You can probably find him in the throne room, where the governor intends to put House Veserian on trial. I must take my leave. Awareness.
As it should be.
Crumpled up letter. Did we receive the letter? Yes. The letter is soaked with blood. Only a portion of the text is readable through the crimson blotches. Full and discreet. Keep away from the lords and ladies. You must look like a noble to the servants and wardens. Do not engage in conversation with anyone. Your task is to avoid exposing yourself ahead of time and let the Verserians get away while the wardens are busy guarding the rogue trader. Let the Verserians get away?
Rise to
Is
the
that what I
top,
said?
or get
Sorry.
left in the dust.
Is there truth to the accusations? This formation is not right. Give me a second. That's better. Is there anything out here to do before we enter? I don't think so. So, service gold there. So, a trial that I'm sure is very by the books and correct and alright.
Argenta, don't you find it difficult to be without your sisters? You are a soldier without a squad.
I will fight alongside my sisters again, but my present fate is not a burden to me. No matter where I go, or who I am with, I bring death to heretics. That is what matters.
Alright. Now hopefully those heretics do not include the Verserians. Quick little save. Get out of my way, I own this place. Let me through, I have an appointment with Chancellor Clementia Verserian. Apologies, my lord, you cannot go any further. Governor Drivestem's orders. This is ridiculous. I shall complain. I love that declaration. I will complain. Move over. Let her ladyship, the rogue trader, through. Humbly beg your pardon, your ladyship. Please this way. What fucking voice did I give him? Oh, your ladyship, 'tis an honor. Governor Urban Drivestem seemed to materialize out of thin air, so suddenly does he emerge from the crowd. I regret that such unfortunate circumstances have occasioned the rogue trader's visit to the capital. Clementia tries to take a step toward you, but the warden nearby stops her. Her face is veiled with fear and weariness. Your ladyship, you are here. Please, you must hear us out. The rogue trader is undoubtedly here to listen to the testimony of each and every one of us, and to punish the traitors. The governor's words, directed at Clementia, are harsh. They are echoed by the scornful sneers and whispers of the assembled nobles. We have known each other for many decades now, and we have had our fair share of disagreements, but do you really think my flesh and blood would trample upon the very definition of honor and loyalty? Abelard's voice is quivering with rage. The governor sweeps his gaze over Abelard and then replies, a faint shadow of a doubt in his voice. We have evidence implicating them, Abelard. I am sure that her ladyship will arrive at a fair ruling. What are the charges against House Viserion? Disruption of logistical lines, bribery of Adeptus Administratum officials, document forgery, and organization of heretical insurrections. On top of the evidently devastating economic impact this has had on your protectorate, these criminal acts have impeded the delivery of the imperial tithe, which in turn has drawn the Administratum's attention. An esteemed member of the Adeptus Arbites is expected to arrive on Dagonus shortly, and before they do, we are obligated to identify and punish those responsible. What happened on Dagonus in my absence? When we caught wind of the rumors of your disappearance, we patiently awaited news of your return, but then Dagonus was struck by a series of terrible events. The first was a sabotage of logistics that hampered shipments. Then mass unrest spread across the entire planet, and the minor noble houses began squabbling among themselves, trying to pin the blame on their rivals. We took great pains to calm them down and managed to quash the revolt, though not without some outside help, unfortunately. These events have also been overshadowed by I am ashamed to even say it out loud in front of you, your ladyship, the rumors circulating among the higher houses. The governor stammers, then takes a deep breath. Some were calling for Theodora's true heir to be installed as head of your house, Konrad Voitvir. Not all of your subjects have forgotten his past efforts for the benefit of the trade protectorate. Drivesome stops talking, watching you with a tense expression. When the investigation was launched, the evidence led us to the Viserions. And bribery, forgery, organization of heretical insurrections. Why are the dead bodies at the entrance to my palace? Your ladyship, I humbly beg your pardon. He bows his head again, trying to placate you. You see, right before your arrival, the palace guard discovered a plot to assassinate you. Fortunately, the malefactors were disposed of before they could cause you any harm. Clementia, I wish to hear your account. Your ladyship, House Viserion denies all charges laid against it. She glances at the governor with defiance. These last few months have indeed been trying for Dagonus, but we have done our best to remedy the situation. My family's every effort was focused on stabilizing the capital's logistics and economy, so much that we failed to notice the web of intrigue unfolding behind our backs. So, according to you, it happened, but you didn't do it. Drysdale, you aren't accusing one of Dagonus' leading noble houses of treason without airtight evidence, are you? Of course I have evidence, your ladyship. The investigation has established that members of the Viserion family, which is responsible for both Dagonus' fleet and its logistics, used their contacts and influence to forge a host of documents in order to undermine the planet's supply routes and economy, thus fomenting unrest among the inhabitants. Allow me to introduce my son, Cornelius. The governor points to the lanky young man standing beside him. He bows curtly but avoids meeting your eye. Cornelius holds a prestigious position at the Administratum Palace, and it is thanks to him that we managed to identify and trace the entire chain of forged documents. The investigation led us to the perpetrators, who admitted to acting on the orders of members of House Viserion. It was they who were intent on spreading the idea of restoring the title of Rogue Trader to the true heir. This young man is shrouded in a mist of grey and blue. Sickly shadows of fear are fluttering around him. Cassia speaks so quietly that only you can hear her. Thanks to him. You still haven't presented any evidence. You've said there is evidence. I'm gonna speak to the heads of houses present. Do you support the governor's accusations? Aristocrats in attendance exchange glances, the noble lords averting their gazes and the noble ladies hiding behind the fans. No one is willing to be the first to answer. But Macarius Sourback. Over his many years of service, Governor Drivesome earned Theodora's trust, and he holds his high office for a reason. His tone is stern and imperious. On behalf of House Sourback, I support his accusations. Regina Sourback says, My apologies, your ladyship, but I wish to speak too. She looks into your eyes with a tender half-smile, then turns her gaze to her husband. Of course I agree with my husband. Governor Drivesome would not press charges against anyone if he were not absolutely certain of the authenticity of the evidence he had unearthed. I think anyone here would agree that anyone who ever doubts the authority of the rogue trader should be prosecuted. I am sure, your ladyship, that you will eradicate the scourge of heresy from your domain. Regina bows to you deferentially while maintaining eye contact with you. Your lady, Toriana Gaprak. Your ladyship, Governor Drivesome has always faithfully served the rogue traders of House von Valancius and concerned himself with the future of your trade dynasty. And so, House Gaprak thinks that his charges against House Viserion to be sound. The augmetics hide Toriana's emotions, but her voice sounds slightly timorous, which I don't know what it means. I humbly ask you to allow me to speak in defense of my family's honor. The evidence provided by the governor is utterly false. I cannot refute it. You cannot refute it. But I can say with confidence that no one from my family has ever tried to forge documents in the Adeptum Administratum, let alone undermine the economy of your capital. Vicent Capra. Your ladyship, allow me to speak as well. I am grateful for the privilege of serving under you. The evidence against House Viserion is quite solid, but I doubt their culpability. Should you decide to personally resolve this case, then I humbly ask you to speak to me. Perhaps I can be of use to you. I've been eyeing these options down at the bottom, and I don't know for sure I can trust the Viserions aside from Abelard. Pretty sure. Where is he even? Here he is. Pretty sure at least Abelard is trustworthy, but I don't know about all the others. Sabotaging, logistics, riots, conspiracy. The case appears to be flimsy. I wish to learn more before I make my final decision. As you wish, your ladyship. The governor inclines his head in a stiff bow. Speak to me when you are ready to announce your verdict. Thank you for your willingness to help, Lord Captain. I am certain that all the charges are false, and I would be grateful for your help in exposing them as such. I think you should speak to everyone present, the noble lords and ladies. Okay, so we're gonna have to we're gonna have to do a little detective work. We're gonna have to speak to some people. I think when we come back, we're gonna go around and we're gonna find everyone there is to talk to and get every possible side of the story. I will see you next time.